Hello friends, welcome to engineering tutorial. So we'll continue our discussion related to gravitation. So previously we discussed about the basic concepts related to gravitational field. In this video we are going to discuss about gravitational field intensity, which basically discusses the strength of the gravitational field produced by a mass at different points within the sphere of influence or the gravitational field produced by that mass or that object. So previously we discussed that the gravitational field is basically the interaction of two bodies or two masses. Okay, so every mass or every object, it modifies the space around itself, okay, up to a certain point. This alteration, this modification, it happens up to a certain point, and this modified space is called as its gravitational field, that the gravitational field of that mass. Okay, so it is the whole interaction, it is governed as per Newton's universal law of gravitation. That is the foundation principle, where the gravitational force, which is the action and reaction force exerted by each object on the other, which are separated by a certain distance r and having certain masses m1 and m2, which is gm1 m2 by r square. That is the gravitational force. But the gravitational field concept is basically the force acting on a mass. What is the force acting on the mass, per unit mass, on the object which is within the sphere of influence or within the gravitational field of the object? Okay, so when any other mass, suppose we have a object, we have a mass, it produces a gravitational field of itself around it. Again, the extent, the strength of the gravitational field and the extent of the gravitational field, if you remember, it depends on the mass and the radius or radial distance or distance of separation from that mass. Okay, so greater the mass, greater the extent and the strength of the gravitational field, and the closer we are to the mass, the more the gravitational field strength. As we move away from it, the gravitational strength decreases. So when another object, it comes close and near the gravitational field, it experiences a gravitational force. Okay, so that is the basic definition of gravitational field: the space surrounding a material body within which its gravitational force can be experienced. So here, this bubble region, this circular region around this white mass, it is its gravitational field. And when this yellow mass, it comes near the gravitational field of this white mass, it experiences a gravitational force F. But if it is at the end of the gravitational field, the gravitational intensity, the force acting per unit mass on this object, it will be less. As it moves closer to the white mass, the intensity of the gravitational field, it increases. So what is this gravitational field intensity? So basically, the gravitational field intensity is the force acting per unit mass or per unit test mass placed at a certain point. Okay, so suppose we have this mass m, which is of slightly larger size, capital M. It produces its gravitational field. Okay, it is this bubble region, this shaded region. We have another small mass, yellow mass, small m, which is at a distance r away from the white mass, and it is on or near the gravitational field of the white mass. It is within, but just close to the gravitational field, not fully inside but on the edge. Okay, So here there will be a gravitational force of attraction exerted by this white mass on this yellow mass. There will be a reaction force also, but now we are talking about the gravitational force exerted by this white mass on the yellow mass. So as per Newton's universal law of gravitation, this gravitational force will be equal to capital G, capital M, small m by r square. Simple universal law of gravitation. The gravitational field intensity will be this gravitational force capital F by small m. Here this capital M, that is called as the source mass, and the small m, it is called as the test mass. So gravitational field intensity is basically the gravitational force of attraction acting per unit test mass. Okay, this gravitational field intensity, it is expressed as I. In some books it is expressed as E also. Okay, but so that we don't confuse it with electric field intensity, I have deliberately used I. In some books you will also find I subscript capital G. Okay, or in some books you will find simple small g. So there are different notations. Here I am using capital I for gravitational field intensity. This is the gravitational force per unit test mass. That's why I have used small m. F by m. Again, to make clear what means what, these are the two masses. Capital M is the source mass. This bubble region is its gravitational field. This small yellow mass, small m, it is on the edge of the gravitational field, more or less inside its sphere of influence. It is at a separation distance small r. The gravitational force acting on this yellow mass towards this white mass, that is equal to G capital M small m by r square. Gravitational field intensity is the gravitational force, this gravitational force capital F acting per unit test mass, that is capital F by small m, which is equal to G capital M by r square. This is the gravitational field intensity. Now as you can see, this gravitational field intensity here is directly proportional to the source mass, the magnitude of the source mass, and inversely proportional to the square of the distance, the separation distance from its center. That's why, as I said, the gravitational field intensity, it is directly proportional to the mass. So the greater the mass, the greater the strength of the gravitational field. The smaller the mass, the smaller the strength and extent of the gravitational field. Similarly, as it is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them, so when we are closer to the source mass, okay, when we are closer to the source mass, the gravitational field, it is higher, and as we move away from the source mass, the gravitational field intensity, it is lower. So the gravitational field intensity, it will be maximum at 1, slightly less at 2, and even less at 3. So the gravitational field intensity I1 is greater than I2 is greater than I3. I1 being the largest, I3 being the smallest, because point 1 is closer to M. Point 3 is far away from M. Okay, so as we move away from it, the gravitational intensity, the gravitational field strength or the gravitational field intensity, it decreases. As we move towards it, it increases. Okay, so the strength of the gravitational field or gravitational intensity is directly proportional to the mass of the source object, the source mass. The greater the source mass, the greater the gravitational field intensity. The smaller the source mass, the smaller the gravitational field intensity. Similarly, as we move away from the source mass, the intensity of the gravitational field, it decreases. As we move towards it, the gravitational field intensity, it increases. Okay, so this is the expression of gravitational field intensity. This is the scalar form. In vector form, it can be expressed as this: I vector is equal to F vector by M. Now here the important thing is that the direction of gravitational field intensity vector is the same as the gravitational force vector. Okay, so here this mass exerts gravitational force F on the smaller mass F. The direction of the gravitational intensity vector is also in the same direction. But here the magnitude, it is slightly less. Okay, the magnitude is slightly less, but the direction is the same. Okay, the magnitude is slightly less. Why? Because this is F by M. So this by M factor, it gets reduced from the gravitational force. It is lesser than the gravitational force. Okay, so this is the gravitational intensity. Okay, same direction but lesser magnitude. So the vector length is less. So the direction of I and F, they are the same, but magnitude wise it is less than F. And the unit of the gravitational field intensity, that is Newton per kg in SI and dyne per gram in CGS. Okay, so this is the gravitational field intensity. What is the basic definition? So the gravitational field intensity at any point in the gravitational field produced by a source mass is the force acting per unit test mass on the object. Okay, this is the source mass, this is the test mass. Okay, this is the gravitational field intensity. Now another interesting thing. Now here if you see, gravitational field intensity is equal to F by M. Okay, F by M. But we also have, as per Newton's second law, force F is equal to mass into acceleration, or acceleration is equal to force by mass. Also, acceleration being a vector, it can also be expressed as F vector by M. So here both these expressions, gravitational field intensity and the acceleration, they are the same. They have the same expression. So what does it mean is that if we have an object within the gravitational field of another object, here the test mass being within the gravitational field of the source mass, if the test mass is free to move, it will move with an acceleration A. Okay, with an acceleration A towards the source mass. Okay, so the gravitational field intensity at any point within the gravitational field of the source mass is the acceleration produced in the test mass placed at that point. Okay, if it is free to move, the test mass will move with an acceleration A towards the source mass. Okay, that is the significance of gravitational field intensity, because the gravitational force exerted on that will produce the necessary acceleration. Okay, now universal law of gravitation, it obeys both Newton's second law and third law. Okay, action and reaction, force is equal to mass into acceleration. So this is the significance of gravitational field intensity. Okay, it gives us the expression for the strength of the gravitational field produced by an object, and also it gives us an expression for the acceleration produced at any point within the gravitational field. Okay, so when we say that the gravitational field at this point is this much factor, this much, numerically is this much, it also means that the acceleration produced in that object at that point is also this much. Okay, so let's say we have x Newton per kg gravitational field intensity at a certain point. It also means an acceleration of x meter per second square will be produced at that point, and that test object, the test mass, will move towards the source mass with that much acceleration. Okay, so this is the concept of gravitational field intensity. So to summarize it, the gravitational field intensity is the force acting per unit test mass which is within the gravitational field of the source mass. Okay, it is expressed as the force acting per unit test mass, that is F by m, where F is the gravitational force of attraction between the two masses, the two objects, and it is expressed as this: capital G capital M by R square, where m is the source mass, capital M is the source mass, small m is the test mass. And the gravitational field intensity, it is dependent on the mass of the the source object, the source mass. Greater the mass, greater the gravitational field, and is inversely proportional to the radial distance from the source mass. As the radial distance increases, the gravitational field intensity decreases, and as it decreases, the gravitational field intensity increases. Inverse relationship. As we go closer to the source mass, the more the gravitational field intensity. As we move away from the source mass, the less the strength of the gravitational field we experience. Okay, and also the gravitational field intensity, it gives the acceleration produced in the test mass at that point. So if the test mass is free to move, it will move with an acceleration a equals to I towards the source mass. Okay, it will move with an acceleration a equals to I towards the source mass. The same, numerically they are same. Gravitational field intensity and acceleration. Okay, so this is the gravitational field intensity. Okay.